Alright, today I'm doing a replacement, finally, of these two bumper panels right here. There's two plastic pieces on both sides. They're breaking off right here where they meet the metal on the truck. So this is what they look like coming new in the box. I've got the other one that I'm prepping right now. Alright, so since these come without color, you gotta get them painted to whatever color you got. Mine's super white too, so here's the match right here. But you can't just spray it straight onto the plastic. You need to prep it, prep the surface, and then prime it. To prep it, I'm gonna do a wet sand. I've got 400 grit sandpaper right here. I'm gonna go over it with 400 and then with 1000, and then clean it off with alcohol after that and add some primer. All right, now in the sunlight, it's dried a little bit. You can see a lot of these swirls and scratches. The surface is roughed up, which is exactly what I'm looking for. This is the primer that I'm going to be using. Always read the instructions before you start painting. Right now, before we paint, I'm going to rub it down with a little bit of alcohol just to get all the oil, any other dirt that's left on there off. Alright, it's been 30 minutes of dry time for the primer, so now it's time to get sanding for the top coat. Best advice is to read the can of what you're about to apply, which says to sand it with 600. I'm just going to do a real light dry sand of this, wipe it down with alcohol, and then get to applying the first coat of the white coloring. Alright, now alcohol white. And now it's ready to go for white. Alright, I'm done with the white application on these. Thinking it's looking pretty good. I'm gonna let this dry for 30 minutes and put a coat of clear on it. Alright, and on the last step with clear coat, this calls for a 10-minute dry time between coats. It calls for about 3 light coats and a heavy coat to end. Alright, and one last heavy coat. And then after that, I'm gonna bring them inside, let them dry overnight, and get to work on putting them on the truck in the morning. Alright, so I started the replacement of the old one. The problem I ran into though is that this piece, which is broken, is the one that actually holds these clips in place. So this sits right here and it's supposed to have part of this that goes through this hole and through this hole. And then these pieces right here are supposed to kind of lock in. So if it was sitting in the truck, this is what it would look like, except it wouldn't be broken, and this is what holds it in place. Problem is, obviously, this piece is broken. I didn't know I needed it. I just called the local Toyota shop and they've got 2 that they're going to hold for me for tomorrow, and I'll put the part number here on the video for you to look up, but I couldn't find these on Amazon, and I'm going to need them to reinstall these pieces. Here it is the next day, and I got the clips I need from Toyota. Thankfully they're only like $6 each. So again, grab the trim tool, take out these 2 tabs, and just line up these 2 points into those 2 holes in the clip, and then just click it into place. And it kind of slides and locks in. And there we go. You might be able to see this color matches this one a lot better than it does this, even though this is the super white. I think that the paint on the metal has faded a lot more, so it's a little bit off. This paint is 17 years old. It's got 270,000 miles on it, so it's not a perfect fit. But it's good enough for me, and it's not flopping around anymore. And then the last step, just take your 2 trim pieces and get both of them reinstalled. They just click right into place.